Welcome to the Alan Show. So it's been a while since I said that. If you haven't noticed yet, it's raining. You can probably hear it because of the roof. But yeah, you might have noticed that the past couple of episodes of the Alan Show were released really late. And at the time I'm recording this, I haven't even finished part 2 or part 3. And I was really behind on the schedule, and I didn't want the schedule to be 2 weeks behind. So I started working on this episode before I was finished with those 2 episodes. So as soon as I'm finished with those 2 episodes, I'll upload this one and the episodes after it if I get that late. But I think I'll be done by the end of this week. So after part 2 and 3 are finished, I'll upload them along with this episode, and we'll be back on schedule. So this will contain spoilers for part 2 and 3, but this is releasing after those 2, so I guess it's fine. But the reason those 2 episodes were delayed, along with hopefully not this one, is because, oh my god, why is it suddenly raining so much? Do you see that? I don't know if you can. It's not raining back there, but in the front of the backyard, towards the driveway, it's like, oh, anyway. So all the time travel stuff in part 2 and part 3, mostly part 2, since I was time traveling to a different time in this timeline, it was really hard to get the footage for it, because it was all over the place. I went all over the day. It was hard to get different camera angles for the Barkman fight at the end of part 2. I'm going inside. It's just, I don't know what's going on. The wind just knocked over my phone. But yeah, that's why it's all behind. Also, today is April 21st. If you don't know what April 21st means in the Alan Show, why I'm mentioning that is because today is the 5-year anniversary of the Alan Show. So that's the main reason why I'm making this episode now instead of waiting until later when I'm finished with part 2 and 3 to do it. Hello, it's 2 days later now, and I'm back in the treehouse thing. It's not really a treehouse. I don't really know what to call this. It's just the ladder and slide part of the swing set. So today is April 23rd, and that means it's a special day for 2 small reasons. On this day in 2017, so 3 years ago, I got my first phone, the iPhone 6S. I don't have it anymore, but now I have a new phone with a better camera. And also, on this day 5 years ago, I made an episode of the Alan Show. It was the 3rd episode of the series, and it was called The Dog Show. This episode is available to watch on my YouTube channel, which you're probably watching right now. That episode introduced Ralph the dog, and he hasn't been on the show since 2015. And that's a shame, because he was kind of a cool character. He never came to life for real. I was just pretending you could clearly see me controlling him. But most of my stuffed animals and puppets came to life because of Chad the Puppet Wizard, who brought them to life. So, for this week, my question is, what happened to Ralph the dog? Well, first, I want to say why I named him Ralph. So, if you watch that episode, you might be able to hear a voice in the background. Sometimes when I do something funny, we hear, somebody laughing. I had a live audience in that episode. It was my grandma. And I think on that day was when I named Ralph the dog. By the way, he was a puppet, if I haven't mentioned that yet. And my grandma used to have a dog named Ralph, so that's why I named him Ralph. See, back in 2015, I never explained anything, so I wanted to explain it now. I should bring him on the show again if he still exists. Maybe Chad could even bring him to life. But I don't know. Well, it's not raining this time, but it is getting dark, so I'm gonna go inside again. I've been staring at the camera for 5 seconds. Alright, so now it's April 29th, but I'm doing the end of the episode now. I guess the main theme for this episode, besides being the 5-year anniversary of the Alan Show, is that I've been in the swing set, the whole episode. Which is kind of a good thing, since I haven't really shown this place on camera. But anyway, to end the episode, I want to say that today, since it's April 29th, it's actually the 5-year anniversary of episode 5 of season 0, which I now call Party Supplies, because I show the decorations for my 9th birthday party that's going to happen. Well, that happened a few days later. But yeah, I'm ending the episode where I began. I'm planning to release this episode on April 30th, along with part 2 and 3 of the Epic Alan Movie 6, as a triple upload, but by now, it's all released if you're watching this. So yeah, I hate slides, but I gotta end this episode somehow. I'll see you next time. I hate slides.